Hey Lacey, I'm not going to let people know I've gone live. Yeah, the first part of the live stream was a bit of a blank canvas, as we say. I did a bit of model painting in it, and well, hopefully I can help inspire you. I normally have the live up on my YouTube, but I can still see the chat through, so I can post links and things. But I've got a load of new songs that I created on Suno, so I thought we could have a listen to them. How many did I do? 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. And two of the songs again are the same songs, but at different speeds. One version is slow, one version is fast, and I might do them last of all. So this first one is, I'm going to line them all up so we can just go straight into them. And I will turn the microphone off so you don't have any background noise. So this first one is called Christmas on the Dance Floor. And let me get my screen up as well so you can see it. Just realised. There we go. There we go. Okay, this is called Christmas on the Dance Floor. Turning the microphone off now. And turning the music up. I think it was 75 I had it last time. Here we go.
Snow has fallen on the neon street. Fairy lights blinking to a 4/4 beat. Radio plays that holiday sound. Bassline warm as the cold comes down.
Windows fogged and the city glows. From the club to the mistletoe. Grab your coat, let the night begin. Hear the bells as the kick drum hits in.
Hands up high, feel the magic start. Winter lights in the racing heart.
Every wish in the air tonight. Turn the cold into pure delight.
Christmas on the dance floor, feel it come alive. Spinning around the tree with the rhythm tonight. From the first snowfall to the morning light, we are dancing through Christmas night.
Christmas on the dance floor, love is amplified. Every beat says joy, every move feels right. Santa in the booth, stars in our eyes. We are dancing through Christmas night.
Velvet ropes and a candy cane smile. DJ drops that festive style. Silver bells, innocent delay. Old school dreams in a brand new way.
Laughing loud in our winter wear. Snowflakes caught in your glittered hair. Noel in the crowd, let the speakers ring. Peace on earth with the groove we bring.
Clap it out, let the moment stay. All our worries melt away.
Midnight strikes, hear the chimes. Perfect sync with the beat and time.
Christmas on the dance floor, feel it come alive. Spinning around the tree with the Christmas on the dance floor, feel it come alive.
Spinning round the tree with the rhythm tonight.
From the first snowfall to the morning light, we are dancing through Christmas night.
Christmas on the dance floor, love is amplified. Every beat says joy, every move feels right. Santa in the booth, stars in our eyes. We are dancing
Through Christmas night, as the music fades with the rising sun. Another year, but the love lives on. Pack away lights, but keep the sound.
Christmas spirit still spinning around.
So first of all, hello to Days. Thank you for joining. Yes, I have been creating songs through an app called Suno. I write all the lyrics, and Suno actually creates the music and the vocals. That was Christmas on the Dance Floor, which I wrote the lyrics to. Sometimes when the lyrics are on screen on that bit from the app, it doesn't actually show the lyrics, even though you can hear the lyrics. But I do include the lyrics in the description of the video as well, so you know the full lyrics are there for everyone to see. And so this next one is Christmas Eve on repeat, and again I turn off the microphone because obviously the background noise means you can't really enjoy the full quality of the music. So here we go. This is Christmas Eve on repeat, an original song.
Streetlights shimmer in a frosty glow. Last minute rush, then we let it go. Shop doors closing, night feels new. Clock ticks loud as the bass comes through. Wrapping paper on the backseat floor. Jingle bells from the corner store. Midnight waiting just out of sight. Christmas Eve and it feels so right. Every promise in the air tonight. Candles flicker in electric light. Hold on close, hear the city breathe. All the magic of Christmas Eve. Christmas Eve on repeat, let the rhythm stay. One more song till the break of day. Hearts in time with the flashing lights. We are dancing on Christmas Eve tonight. Christmas Eve on repeat, feel the moment grow. From the rooftops down to the streets below. Make a wish as the night runs free. We are dancing on Christmas Eve. Snow falls soft on the radio tune. DJ says it is coming soon. Old Town Square with a laser glow. Choir hums with the undertone. Laughing faces, velvet skies. Glitter dreams in our tired eyes. No sleep now, just one more track. We will never get this night back. Hands held tight as the hours fly. Counting stars in a pixel sky. Every beat makes believers of us. Waiting on that midnight hush. Christmas Eve on repeat, let the rhythm stay. One more song till the break of day. Hearts in time with the flashing lights. We are dancing on Christmas Eve tonight. Christmas Eve on repeat, feel the moment grow. From the rooftops down to the streets below. Make a wish as the night runs free. We are dancing on Christmas Eve. Ooh, hear the church bells chime. Ooh, lighting up with time. Past and future fade Tonight is all we need. Slow it down, then drop it again. 1990 vibes till the end. Hands up high, close your eyes. Midnight spark in the winter sky. Christmas Eve on repeat, let the rhythm stay. One more song till the break of day. Hearts in time with the flashing lights. We are dancing on Christmas Eve tonight. Christmas Eve on repeat, feel the moment grow. From the rooftops down to the streets below. Make a wish as the night runs free. We are dancing on Christmas Eve. As the clock turns 12, hear the crowd believe. Merry Christmas whispered softly to me. Morning waits, but we do not leave. Forever young on Christmas Eve.
So that was Christmas Eve on repeat. The next one actually goes away from the dance tracks and moves to sort of folk, country, that sort of thing. So this is Country Christmas.
Snow on the fence by the old dirt road. Truck bed full of firewood load. Porch light humming like a neon sign. Radio spins that country time. Boots by the doorbells on the tree. Moonlight shining on a field of white. Barn doors creak with a rhythm slow. Winter wind with a steady flow. Hands around a mason jar. Cold outside but our hearts are warm. Every mile in memory feels like home tonight. Country Christmas, turn it up loud. Small town lights, dancing crowd. From the back porch to the open sky, we are moving as the night rolls by. Country Christmas, feel that beat. Two-step hearts and stomping feet. Stars above and a fiddle glow. Country Christmas, let it roll. String lights hung on a pickup line. Old red barn looking real fine. Church bells ringing through the pines. Scenting up with a bass in time. Mama laughs and the coffee's strong. Someone starts singing along. Snowflakes falling on warm blue jeans. Simple nights, big time trains spin around on a wooden floor. Every beat makes us want more. No big city, no champagne, just a song and a name. Country Christmas, turn it up loud. Small town lights, dancing crowd. From the back porch to the open sky, we are moving as the night rolls by. Country Christmas, feel that beat. Two-step hearts and stomping feet. Stars above and a fiddle glow. Country Christmas, let it roll. Hear that steel guitar, sounds like who we are. Past the fields and the county line, this moment is frozen in time. Snow on an open road, wherever we roam. If you feel it, you are already there. Country Christmas everywhere. Clap it out. Boots on wood, feels so right, feels so good. 3, 2, 1, here we go. Drop that beat, nice and slow. Country Christmas, turn it up loud. Small town lights, dancing crowd. From the back porch to the open sky, we are moving as the night rolls by. Country Christmas, feel that beat. Two-step hearts and stomping feet. Stars above and a fiddle glow. Country Christmas, let it roll. Morning comes with a pale sunrise. Smoke curls up where the fire died. Carry this sound wherever you go. Country Christmas, heart and soul.
So that was Country Christmas, and the next one we go into is one I actually wrote. It's about one of my favourite places in the world, really. It's called Christmas in London. So you already heard a little snippet of it, but let's hear it properly. Let's hear it properly.
Cold air rolling down the Thames tonight. Street lamps glowing gold and white. Oxford Circus in a festive haze. Late night trains, December days. Scarves pulled tight, red buses pass. Reflections dancing in the glass. Radio hums with a house beat sound. Christmas spirit all around. Footsteps echo on the stone. City never sleeps alone. Every heart is beating strong as the winter night goes on. Christmas in London, feel the rhythm flow. From Soho lights to the falling snow. Big Ben counting down the time. Every beat feels so alive. Christmas in London, hands in the air. Love and music everywhere. All night long till the morning sun. Christmas in London has begun. Carol singers in an alleyway. Saints and bells in perfect play. Neon signs and mince pie dreams. Ice in the air, warm caffeine. Piccadilly shining bright. Taxi radios late at night. Every accent, every face, dancing in the same shared space. Hear the city sing along. Old traditions, brand new song. Hold this moment, do not rush. Waiting for that midnight hush. Christmas in London, feel the rhythm flow. From Soho lights to the falling snow. Big Ben counting down the time. Every beat feels so alive. Christmas in London, hands in the air. Love and music everywhere. All night long till the morning sun. Christmas in London has begun. Under winter skies. Sparks and tired eyes. From Camden Town to Leicester Square. Magic hanging in the air. Let the night stay young. Every heart has one. If you believe, then you belong. Sing it loud, dance along. Side to side on the pavement beat. House drums echo down the street. 3, 2, 1, hear the cheer. London Christmas, best time of year. Christmas in London, feel the rhythm flow. From Soho lights to the falling snow. Big Ben counting down the time. Every beat feels so alive. Christmas in London, hands in the air. Love and music everywhere. All night long till the morning sun. Christmas in London has begun. As dawn breaks over rooftops wide. Snow melts into the tide. Carry the sound wherever you go. Christmas in London, heart and soul.
I'm not sure. I'm not sure. I'll have to look into it. Be interesting though to see if I can get them on there. think that would be fun. Incidentally, I will be making more songs because I am planning to do a live stream on New Year's Eve for people who aren't, I'm saying this in advance now, but for people who aren't sort of seeing in New Year with other people and that, I'm planning a New Year's Eve live stream to see in the chimes of Big Ben on New Year's Eve. I can always send you the MP3s. I have the MP3s. I can send them to you direct. That's not a problem. I can put them on my Google Drive and you can download them. I can make them available. And because they're royalty free anyway, they're royalty free tracks, so you know you can enjoy them. So yeah, I'm thinking of going live on New Year's Eve to see the London chimes come in for 2026, and you know I hope to have a new playlist that I can play on the run up to that, so watch this space. Next up is something a little bit silly. I wrote this as a comedy song. Let's close that down. Yeah, I wrote this next one as a comedy song. I'll have to look into SoundCloud, definitely have to look into it. I'm interested. We'll have to see what happens. Anyway, this next one is called Santa is Blind Drunk. Santa is blind drunk. This is a comedy song I wrote lyrics for.
Snow is falling, but the vibe is weird. Elves on strike and the sleigh is steered. Someone spilled punch on the naughty list. Reindeer looking round like, what is this? Workshop silent, disco ball on, Santa still dancing, hat on wrong. Music shouting, keys in hand, North Pole looking like a one-night band. Ho, ho, hold on, something is off. Clock says midnight, but Santa's lost. Jingle bells in the wrong key, this is not how it is meant to be. Santa is blind drunk, no Christmas this year. Sleigh parked sideways, reindeer full of fear. Stockings empty, trees still bare. Someone call time on the man in red there. Santa is blind drunk, hands in the air, spinning to a beat like he does not care. Ho, 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 then a record scratch, no Christmas this year. That is that. Whoa! Rudolph calling for a ride on Cupid, texting leave him alone. DJ Elf does a festive remix, Santa shouting this one is my fix. Milk and cookies long gone bad. Someone stole a sack for a shopping bag. List got lost in a karaoke fight. Santa thinks it is July tonight. Claus control is breaking down, snow globe rolling round the ground. Every ho-ho sounds like a cheer, there's going to be a long cold year. Santa is blind drunk, no Christmas this year. Sleigh parked sideways, reindeer full of fear. Stockings empty, trees still bare. Someone call time on the man in red there. Santa is blind drunk, hands in the air, spinning to a beat like he does not care. Ho, 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 then a record scratch, no Christmas this year. That is that. Ooh, somebody hide the keys. Take away the sherry, please. North Pole rave gone too far. Elves say not again. See you next December then. If this night ever makes the news, we are all gonna lose. Stop the sleigh, stop the bass, Santa dancing in slow motion space. 3, 2, 1, pull the plug, wrap him up in a festive rug. Oh, Santa is blind drunk, no Christmas this year. Sleigh parked sideways, reindeer full of fear. Stockings empty, trees still bare. Someone call time on the man in red there. Santa is blind drunk, hands in the air, spinning to a beat like he does not care. Ho, 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 then a record scratch, no Christmas this year. That is that. Oh! Ba-da-da-ba-ba-da-ba-da-ba. Oh! comes with a massive head. Santa sleep in the tinsel shed. Kids wake up, confusion and cheer. Maybe Christmas is late this year.
So that one was actually kind of inspired by Weird Al Yankovic, who I'm a big fan of, and I'm really glad how that came out, because you know, it was a lot of fun to write, and you know, it came out just exactly as I wanted it to sound, so I'm really pleased. Hello Stuart, thank you for joining. You're very welcome indeed. We're just about to move on to another track of mine called Barbershop Christmas, and I actually like barbershop quartets. I think they're you know, some of the best. So this is lyrics written by me, and the Apsuno did the music and the vocals of the Barbershop. So here we go.
Ring a ding 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 ring a ding 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 ba da ba da ba da ba da ba da ba da ba da. Ring a ding ding, hear the bell, gather round, we know it well. Pitch pipe hums, the tone is set, a cozy Christmas quartet. Boom 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 boom. Snowflakes tapping on the pane, lamplight on the window frame. Hats are hung and coats are dry, warm harmonies are drifting by. Old town quiet, candles glow, time to sing the songs we know. Hold that note now. Trimmed up tree and ribbon bright, shadows dancing soft and light. Chocolate warm, smiles wide, four close voices side by side. Every chord just fits in place, like a bow tie, neat and straight. Listen close, do not rush, feel the blend, feel the hush. Every breath and every part sing straight from the heart. Barbershop Christmas, ring it true, bass down low and let shines through. Tenor floating, barrel tight, stacked up chords feel just right. Barbershop Christmas, rich and clear, perfect sound for this time of year. Hold it, lock it, let it stay. Merry Christmas sung this way. Front porch quiet, bells in tune, moonlight hums a silver moon. Neighbors stop and linger near, smiles say everything we hear. No big band, no flashing light, just voices warming up the night. That is the one. Ooh, hear that chord ring out. Ooh, that goosebump sound about a little laugh, a knowing glance. One more verse, one more chance. Circle tight, breathing slow, let the harmony grow. Bass goes low, low, lowly, tells the tale just so. Tenor up where angels play, Barry fills the space just right. Barbershop Christmas, ring it true, bass down low and let shines through. Tenor floating, baritone tight, stacked up chords feel just right. Barbershop Christmas, rich and clear, perfect sound for this time of year. Hold it, lock it, let it stay. Merry Christmas sung this way. Tag it once, then tag again, let it ring till the very end. Snow still falling, night still, four last notes perfectly still. Door shuts off, the echo stays. Barbershop Christmas all the way. Barbershop Christmas all the way.
Yeah, I'm really glad, I'm really pleased with how that one came out. I mean, you know, yeah, I'm trying to think, Yeah, it just came to me sort of naturally, and I just thought it sounds, you know, how I heard it in my head. I mean, it wasn't exactly how we just heard it, but you know, it's very much how. Next one is called Winter Solstice, and I think I did this one as a dance track. I think we'll find out though whilst we listen to it together. So this is Winter Solstice.
Longest shadow on the ground, sun held low, no warmth, no sound. Fires breathing amber light, stone in silence, candle night. Cold sky turning slow and wide, old time moving like the tide. We stand still, we do not flee, waiting for what comes to be. Hold the dark, do not deny. Every end is passing by. In the quiet, something stirs under ice. The future burns. Winter solstice, circle tide. Heartbeat steady through the night. Not the end, just turning time. Falling dark before the climb. Winter solstice, stay away. Feel the shift, the subtle change. When the light begins its rise, we remember, we survive.
yeah, so that was Winter Solstice, which was a dance track, very 90s. Yes, thank you. The next one I've done, I think, is another dance track, and it's called The Darkest Nights. So we'll play that one next.
Neon rain on an empty street, cold reflections at my feet. Windows glow, but the rooms are bare. Midnight hums in the static air. City breeze in a minor key. Slow pulse under everything. I am standing between the signs, waiting out the darkest nights. Hold the silence, let it speak. There is strength inside the weak. Every shadow hides a spark. Even here, even dark. In the darkest nights we move in time, slow heart. Steady line, not chasing light, not losing sight. Just breathing through the darkest nights. In the darkest nights, no need to run. Still here when the beat goes numb. No sunrise yet, but that is fine. We are alive in the darkest nights. Bass rolls low like distant thunder. Every step pulls me under. Street signs flicker, faces blur. Thoughts repeat, then they stir. Memories loop in a ghosted tone. Crowded place, still alone, but the rhythm does not lie. It keeps me here, it passes by. Let the moment settle in. This is where we begin. No false highs, no disguise, just truth in the low tide. In the darkest nights we move in time, slow heart. Steady line, not chasing light, not losing sight. Just breathing through the darkest nights. In the darkest nights, no need to run. Still here when the beat goes numb. No sunrise yet, but that is fine. We are alive in the darkest night. Feel the weight, let it stay. Ooh, it will fade its own way. No collapse, no release, just a quiet kind of peace. Ooh, hear the sense decay. Ooh, night before the day. Nothing breaks, nothing ends. It only bends, then bends again. Kick drum slow like a heart at rest. Every breath a simple test. Count it out, 4 on 4. Hold the floor, then hold some more. In the darkest nights we move in time, slow heart. Steady line, not chasing light, not losing sight. Just breathing through the darkest nights. In the darkest nights, no need to run. Still here when the beat goes numb. No sunrise yet, but that is fine. We are alive in the darkest night. Neon fades, but the pulse remains. Quiet hope in subtle chains. When morning comes, it will feel right because we live through the darkest nights.
can I just say, Lacey, I'm very glad that you actually did answer, because obviously when my microphone's off I can't actually speak, and I don't want to spoil the songs by talking over them. But yeah, it's an app called Suno, and you write your own lyrics, and you put them in. I can show you very quickly actually. So I'm just going to take off the chat box. Just going to take off the chat box for a second. So this is Suno, and this is where you create the songs. So this is my work, what they call your workspace, and this is where all my songs. Many of them are published on here as royalty free, but I don't make them available to remix. I never make them, and some of them are not. But basically, you write your lyrics, or you leave blank for an instrumental. You put in your styles. So, for example, Santa is Blind Drunk, I put comedy fast. For Barbershop Christmas, I just put in barbershop. And for Christmas in London, 90s electro, Eurodance, rhythmic, synthwave, trance, upbeat, J-dance. And that's what you put in the styles. And then you put in a song title that's optional. It's very self-explanatory, and I absolutely love it. I absolutely love it. So this next one is December Static, and as I say, I'm turning off the microphone again so that you can enjoy the song without me talking over it.
Clock's out at 4:30. Breath hangs heavy by the corner store. Street lights buzz like they know my name. Every year ends up the same. I walk past things I meant to keep, promises I could not sleep. December writes in silver ink, leaves me too much time to think. The year gets quiet, the truth gets loud. I hear my footsteps in the crowd. December is a long exhale, cold enough to tell the tale. Every lie I try to outrun freezes when the daylight's done. I am not broken, just tender, learning who I am in December. Windows glow, but not for me. Everyone looks somewhere to be. I trace my breath across the glass, wondering how the months ran past. Photographs inside my phone, proof I was not always alone. If I changed, I'd change for real. Some scars teach you how to feel. The nights are honest, sharp and clear. They strip the noise, they keep the fear. December is a long exhale, cold enough to tell the tale. Every lie I tried to outrun freezes when the daylight's done. I am not broken, just tender, learning who I am in December. If I disappear by early dark, I am still here, just finding my mark. This quiet is not the end, it is where I've finally been. Let the cold uncover me, I am more than what you see. December is a long exhale, cold enough to tell the tale. I let go of who I was, not out of fear, but because I am not lost, just remembering every ending is still living. slow, quiet, and tender.
Okay, so sometimes the songs don't always scan. The next two songs are actually the same song, but they're at different speeds. The reason I've uploaded both versions is because I want people to tell me which version they think is the best. This is the fast version, and it's called Axis of the Earth. And this is the fast version.
This is learned, not borrowed air, a language shaped by time and care. Foot to floor, the spine aligns, circles are drawn in measured signs. Every motion has a root, every pause is absolute. Not for gaze, not to entice. This is study, this is rap. Listen close, the rhythm speaks. In the drum, the body thinks. History in every part, mind awake and steady heart. Rack sharky, clear and strong. A living, breathing line of song. Not an image, not a role, but craft and culture, mind and soul. Rack sharky, stand your ground. Know the weight of every sound. You do not shrink, you do not sway. You claim the space, you lead the way. Isolated, clean, precise. Muscle answer, subtle advice. Hips converse with pulse and frame. Chest replies, not quite the same. Stillness carries equal force. Silence sets the strongest course. Every step says I belong. Here is where the form is strong. Ears held in a lifted hand. Maps the body, understands. No disguise, no borrowed skin. Truth begins from deep within. Rack sharky, clear and strong. A living, breathing line, a line of song. Not an image, not a role, but craft and culture, mind and soul. Rack sharky, stand your ground. Know the weight of every sound. You do not shrink, you do not sway. You claim the space, you lead the way. Ooh, discipline and grace. Ooh, time held in the waist. This is not for taking eyes. This is wisdom in disguise. Ooh, strength in quiet form. Ooh, heat without a storm. Presents are not put on show. Power learned and learn to grow. Count the rhythm 8 by 8. Balance, breath, and shift the weight. No excess, nothing forced. Every movement has a soul. Rack sharky, clear and strong. A living, breathing line, a line of song. Not an image, not a role, but craft and culture, mind and soul. Rack sharky, stand your ground. Know the weight of every sound. You do not shrink, you do not sway. You claim the space, you lead the way. This is lineage in motion, carried with intent, devotion. Seen or not, it still will be knowledge moving visibly.
So that was the fast version of Axis of the Earth. And I've done a slow version for comparison, so let's have a listen to that one.
by time and care. Foot to floor, the spine aligned, circles drawn in measured signs. Every motion has a root, every pause is absolute. Not for gaze, not to entice. This is study, this is rags. Listen close, the rhythm speaks. In the drum, the body thinks. History in every part, mind awake and steady heart. Rack Sharky, clear and strong, a living, breathing line of song. Not an image, not a role, but craft and culture, mind and soul. Rack Sharky, stand your ground, know the weight of every sound. Do not shrink, you do not sway, you claim the space, you lead the way. Isolated, clean, precise, muscle answers, subtle advice. Hips converse with pulse and frame, chest replies not quite the same. Stillness carries equal force, silence sets the strongest course. Every step says I belong, here is where the form is strong. Years held in the lifted hand, maps the body, understands. No disguise, no borrowed skin, truth begins from deep within. Rack Sharky, clear and strong, a living, breathing line of song. Not an image, not a role, but craft and culture, mind and soul. Rack Sharky, stand your ground, know the weight of every sound. You do not shrink, you do not sway, you claim the space, you lead the way. Ooh, discipline and grace. Ooh, time held in the waist. This is not for taking eyes, this is wisdom in disguise. Ooh, strength in quiet form. Ooh, heat without a storm. Presence earned, not put on show. Power learned, then learn to grow. Count the rhythm, 8 by 8. Balance breath and shift the weight. No excess, nothing forced. Every movement has a source. Rack Sharky, clear and strong, a living, breathing line of song. Not an image, not a role, but craft and culture, mind and soul. Rack Sharky, stand your ground, know the weight of every sound. You do not shrink, you do not sway, you claim the space, you lead the way. This is lineage in motion, carried with intent. Devotion, seen or not, it still will be. Knowledge moving visibly.
The slow version, and you know, I'll leave it up to people who hear it decide which version they prefer, the fast version or the slow version. So there are 3 songs I didn't play recently, and I've decided I am going to play them. So I'm going to line them up. They sort of go in order. So we'll start with Light on the Water.
Let's find a rhythm, patient and true. Carry the light, carry it with you, warm as a lantern held through the night. Guide every footstep, soften the journey, turning the darkness gently to light. Days may grow colder, winds may grow restless, questions may follow close at our side. Still we keep moving, finding our courage. Still we remember, tides turn with time. Hold to the dream that carries us onward. Hold to the spark that never will tire. Even when night is wide and uncertain, we rise together, guided by fire. Light on the water, golden and endless. Time drifting softly, calm as the sea. Wherever we wander, hope walks beside us, opening doorways, letting us be. Carry the light, carry it always, not as a burden, not as a vow. Carry it gently, carry it gladly, something that lives in all of us now. When we are weary, storms rising round us. When every footstep feels slow and long, still through the quiet, deep in our heartbeat, there moves a steady thread of our song. Lift up your gaze, the horizon is glowing. Lift up your voice and let it unfold. Every beginning, every returning shines with a promise, quiet and bold. Carry the light, carry it forward, share it with all who travel your way. Where there is kindness, where there is courage, light on the water shimmers and stays. Light on the water, clear as a memory, fading yet living, tender and true. All that we carry, our lost moment, and all the moments lead back to you.
Yeah, that was one of my unplayed songs. The next one is a bit more grounded. The next two are very much more grounded. We've heard the slow version of Axis of the Earth. So this is Breathe in the Night.
A garden at the edge of the world, where I planted my voice like a trembling pearl. But the orchard grew silent, the branches withdrew, their leaves turned their faces away from the dew. The wind that once welcomed my wandering call Now closed every doorway and shuttered each wall. The fruit rotted slowly without making a sound, and the roots pulled me under instead of the ground. I stood in the choir that shaped the sky, but the chorus turned hollow and left me to fly. With wings made of paper and rain soaked through, I fell through a silence that everyone knew. And the storm drank deep from the well of my chest, pulled me into the fathoms where shadows rest. I reached for the lantern that once held my name, but its flame recoiled like it carried my shame. The kingdom I built from a whisper and spark cast me from its gate and fed me to the dark. Fed me to the dark. A clock tower cracked as it struck the wrong hour, its gears grinding dust from a long broken power. The bells that once rang in a welcoming tone now tolled like a verdict carved into stone. The sky wore a mask made of frostbitten glass. It watched as I stumbled along a creaking path where the bridge of old promise collapsed underfoot, leaving me clinging to splinters and soot. The ravens I trusted abandoned their song. Their silence confessed I had read them wrong. They circled the twilight but never came near as I slipped through the veil of a drowning year. And the storm drank deep from the well of my chest, pulled me into the fathoms where shadows rest. I reached for the lantern that once held my name, but its flame recoiled like it carried my shame. The kingdom I built from a whisper and spark cast me from its gate and fed me to the dark. I carved out a shelter from half-broken light, but the walls bowed inward each treacherous night. The echoes repeated the words never said, like ghosts laying stones on the weight of my head. I learned that a crown made of fractured belief will shatter to dust at the touch of a thief. And those who once cherished the voice in my throat, let it drown like a ship with a waterlogged note. Still I wandered the ruins of what used to be mine, a pilgrim of shadows tracing a lost borderline. And though the abyss held a hand to my fall, it was fear of no echo that answered its call. For the storm drank deep from the well of my chest, pulled me into the fathoms where shadows rest. I reached for the lantern that once held my name, but its flame recoiled like it carried my shame. The kingdom I built from a whisper and spark cast me from its gate and fed me to the dark. Oh. The ghosts of the gardens I knew, where the petals remember the ache of their dew. And though I still tremble on memory's stair, I breathe in the night, for I am still there.
Thank you, Lacey. Yeah, some of them are very much sort of personal experiences put into lyrics. You know, things like that. You know, and that, you know, about things that go on in my world. and I mean my real world, not my fantasy world. I'm wondering if Shadow of Myself is a bit too dark at the moment to play. I haven't really got anything new at the moment, apart from what I've played. As I say, I played the fast and slow version of Axis of the Earth. And I played those 4 the other night. Are there any title, if I go through the list, are there any songs on here you'd like to hear again? You know, let me know if you'd like to hear a certain song again, and I will more than happily play it. Because I've got plenty of songs now in the playlist. The one I played the other day, which one was that? I played there was a couple I played. Illuminate the Rhythm. I can play all the songs again. I can play them all again. No, that's okay. I can play them again. That is not a problem. Not the dance ones. So it wasn't a dance one. Might have been. But how about we just sort of play through some of them, because some of them are rock, some of them are metal, some of them are dance, and some of them are, you can tell which ones are dance because they tend to be certain colour scheme. There was one called A Song to Dance To, that wasn't dance music. Quiet Truth. Lantern. Soft as a Lantern. That sounds... I think it was this one. Does that sound familiar? I think so. It's called Soft as a Lantern.
Soft as a lantern in the quiet dark, there is a pulse beneath the silver air. Follow it gently wherever it goes, and let the night decide how you arrive there. There's a whisper rolling in the far off, like gold in the dust, drifting slow and slight. Something warm lingering, almost a breeze, calling through the stillness of the old fig trees. Half seen, half felt, always out of reach, like a story spoken in a sand-swept speech. You can hear it hum, you can feel it glow, but only if you move a little soft and low. No one told the night to bloom this way, yet the colors rise all the same. There's a secret thread in the hush of the air, drawing you closer without quite saying where. So let it rise from underneath the quiet, let it turn the pulse inside your chest. There's a shimmer hiding in the silence, calling you to wander without rest. When the old moon leans its silver downward, when the shadows warm and bend to you, you will find a light you never asked for, singing softly, pulling you through. every drifting step. Stories of the travelers it never kept. Amber tones curling from a distant drum, though no one can swear where the echoes come from. Patterns forming then falling apart.
That's okay. It's a 7-minute long track, so Lanterns. I did one called was it Because of the Silence. That seems to be the only one I've got that's called Lanterns. But we can. Some of them are a bit longer than others, you see, that's the thing. Because you've obviously got progressive rock as well. Lanterns in the lyrics. Could be Ballad of the Ondarian Emberlight, because I think that mentions lanterns. Let's have a listen.
In the halls where the banners flutter, red and gold against the stone, the winter winds are calling for the realm to gather home. From the coast of old Aldera to the peaks where the frost winds blow, the monarch's torch is lifted and its ember casts a glow.
Raise high the ember light on Dar's flame of old. Stand firm, stand proud, let your voices ring. For the ember recalls who we are and the strength that our unity brings.
The scribes recount our stories, the stewards tend the fire, while children watch the lanterns drift along the spired choir. No matter how the world may shift, no matter how kingdoms fall, the ember's glow reminds us that the realm outlasts them all.
Raise high the ember light on Dar's flame of old, a spark that binds our people beneath the winter cold. Stand firm, stand proud, let your voices ring. For the ember recalls who we are and the strength that our unity brings.
Let the caravans wander and the nations change. Let the desert winds whisper of forgotten names. Still the ember remains, steadfast at night, a beacon for travelers, a promise held tight. When the monarch shares the evening cup and the court steps out to sea, the glow across the city streets like stars upon the sea. The humblest heart, the grandest hall share one unbroken thread. For every flame in wintertide is an ember born and bred.
Raise high the ember light on Dar's flame of old, a spark that beneath the winter cold. Stand firm, stand proud, let your voices ring. For the the ember recalls who we are and the strength that our unity brings. So shine, winter ember, in the kingdom's heart, a light for the living, a guide from the start. For as long as your fire warms our night, under will stand in your light.
I know which track that is. That's the rap battle. I think that's the rap battle we're all talking about. Can I upload that? Oh, maybe I didn't upload that one. Maybe I'm thinking of different. Trying to. There's the Maximite Guild. Power Ballads, Partly Unbroken. Female Dancer. Oh, do you mean Fire in the Silk or Ember Light? Just making sure I get the right one. So there's Fire in the Silk and Ember Light, which both cover Ember Light. Just want to make sure I clarify. Want to make Fire in the Silk. Okay, we'll play that one. This one's an actual music video as well.
From the ruins of empires and the dust of forgotten roads, the caravan rises carrying stories never told. Through the forest roam winds, through the scars of Calete, their footsteps mark the ground with a promise not forgotten yet. She moves like knowledge carried from 1,000 shattered years, her dance carved in stone, and every turn she takes declares that she will stand her own. No chains can bind tradition when the heart refuses sleep. No tyrant kills the legacy a people choose to keep. Raise the lanterns to the fire in the silk. Raise your voices for the story she will build. Every movement is a message, every heartbeat carved in flame. She dances for the nameless who were never known by name. Raise the lanterns to the fire in the silk. The carib from the shadow halls of Under to the dunes of the desert realm. The gods once shaped creation, now the dancers take the helm. Her art is carved from lineage, from storms that never fade. A quiet act of courage in a world the empire's made. Not an ornament for pleasure, not a token born of show, but a guardian of memory every wanderer should know. Her hands speak hidden languages the wise learn to adore. Her eyes recall past ages and the ones who came before. Where the moon priest whispered secrets, where the sun priest carved the lore, the dancer stands unbroken by the centuries she saw. Raise the lanterns to the fire in the silk. Raise your voices for the stories she will build. Every movement is a message, every heartbeat carved in flame. She dances for the nameless who were never known by name. Raise the lanterns to the fire in the silk. The caravan is moving, watch the world become still. When the night is closing in, she holds the line with open hands. When the powerful deceive, she reads the truth beneath the sands. When the lost have no companions and the weak are left to fall, her steps become a beacon that can guide them through it all. This is discipline and spirit. This is ancient fear. Raise the lanterns to the fire in the silk. Raise your voices for the story she will build. Every movement is a message, every heartbeat carved in flame. She dances for the nameless who were never known by name. Raise the lanterns to the fire in the silk. The caravan is moving, watch the world become still. So gather at the firelight where wanderers reveal their truth. The caravan is calling and its dancers carry proof that art can shake the mountains and a single step can spark the courage of a people lost and waiting in the dark.
I can show you entirely how I make the music videos, because I should still have, obviously the text videos are downloaded, but I use Wondershare Filmora to make the music videos. I don't know if I've still got the untitled one for there's the Ember Light. That'll be Fire in the Silk, so we'll just open up okay, might not work properly. So basically what it's doing is it is looking for the song, because the song is missing. That's why I won't play. You won't hear the song. But basically, I've got a resource of stock footage that I have collected from PixArt, which I use to. This is the section I use to get Medieval Architect backdrops, all the War and Heartache backdrops. But they do also do videos as well. So if we go into videos, and it's free to use, access resources, and for example, this is given medieval architecture, so if I wanted to have a music video with a, for example, a cathedral, I can download this, and it gives you different sizes. 1920 by 1080 is the standard size that I use, but a lot of these clips are at the wrong angle, but these are clips that were considered for the Fire of the Silk music video. Not all of them, as I say, got used, but as I say, I've got a resource. I've got folders of MP4 video files. For example, Dusty Road. Relocate that because I do want to I think that's all. It's version, yeah, version 2. So we've now got that located. So you know, so you can see it sort of. You can see how it all goes together.
From the ruins of empires and the dust of forgotten roads, the caravan rises carrying.
You get the idea. I'll just save that. But I've used Wondershare Filmora since 2020. It's currently version 15. I came in sort of around version, I want to say version 12, but it's updated quite regularly, so it might be even version 10 that I came in. You know, it's taken 5 years, but it does exactly everything. I did try using DaVinci, but it's very, very heavy going and very, very intrusive for my laptop. It kept crashing and it didn't want to do. But you know, Wondershare Filmora does everything that I want it to do. It really does. It really does make a big difference. And you can download it. And I've got a few extras that allow me to do things and create things. Because these aren't edited through Filmora, they're just uploaded straight from Suno, so they are much more noticeable. But I mean, these three are done as music videos: Emberlight, Maximus the Master, Fire and Silk. The rest are all. I might do them again as I might create some music videos for them, but I haven't quite decided yet. I think it all depends on the tempo, the speed, the you know, it's sort of very dependent on length of time, creative flow, and sometimes you just want to hear a song. You know, you just want to play a song. So I go to Suno. There's a couple of songs that aren't published on my YouTube channel, so I think we can hear them. I think we can hear them here. I've got a couple of songs that aren't even on my YouTube channel, and some that aren't even so let's have a listen. This one's called Bull-Eyed.
Spinning to a beat like he
Sorry, that's the Christmas one. You want to listen to Maximus? Okay, yeah, we can listen to Maximus. I've just seen your message, so yeah.
Smoke curls over brass and leather, midnight oils burn slow. The caravan rolls under stormlight skies where only outlaws go. Maximus walks with a hunter's stride, gears ticking in his coat. Born with the curse of a velvet fang and an iron father's oath. He carries secrets in silver pockets, keeps his past behind locked doors. Every whisper of the ancient crown pulls him back toward war-forgotten walls. Raise your glass for Maximus Volkov, Shadow King of smoke and steam, master of silent grace. Every rival syndicate fears the ghost of his masked face. Steam vents hiss at his passing steps. The gears of fate turn slow. For a vampire rogue with a merchant's heart will follow profit where it goes. Raise your glass for Maximus Volkov, Shadow King of smoke and steam, master of the caravan, ruler of every outlaw dream. He lives for gold and bitter ale. He loves the danger that trouble brings. He will claim the lost and dreaded crown of Tyrant So here is the tale of Maximus, carved in iron, gold and bone, a leader born in moonlit fire, who walks forever alone. Yet the caravan, the world grows dark in the footsteps of the one they call the Vampire King.
I appreciate that. Thank you. Yeah, well, you know, I kind of created the music videos and the songs to promote this channel and the YouTube project. You know, that's where it all stemmed from, really. Because obviously, you know, I've always been looking for volunteers, volunteer participants, because obviously this is a non-profit channel with a non-profit project, and everything I do is off my own back. You know, so it's very much self-supported, you know, and participants help me out, which I'm very grateful to everyone who has done in the past and is doing so in the present and will do in the future, because it you know, it anything that gives me a string to my bow very much kind of advances the channel. You know, I've actually gained some new followers actually over the past week, and I'm so grateful to everyone that is following me, you know, subscribed, because this channel keeps going. No, they haven't. No, I tend not to share them, you know, that way. Personal choice. They're personal to me and my friends, you know. So, you know, only those who are subscribed to my channel have ever seen them. Yeah, I think they would be, but I think you know, I think I create because I enjoy it, really. Oh, they know I have a channel. They've never seen it. They've never seen what I've created. They've never really taken interest in. They've never really taken an interest. I've talked to them about it. And they're, you know, and they're happy that I've got a hobby. You know, hobby out of many other hobbies that I have. But I've never really shared. You know, I think it's kind of personal to me, really. It's a personal thing. I mean, I hope to get my own quiet space at some point that will allow me to record audio and things with a bit more. And I hope to get a bit more recording space where I can, maybe a soundproof room, because this room isn't exactly soundproof. I've got an extensive, because I never imagined, I always wanted to sort of create my own music for. Sorry, I hit the bell there. That's maybe notification bell. And I always wanted to create my own songs for the project, and I never imagined I'd have this opportunity to do so. Suno has given me that opportunity, and the app itself is, for someone who has no budget or financial support for YouTube projects, things like that, it does make it easy for me to have this, the toolbox, as I call it, that I have, that allows me to create. I've got Filmora for my editing, Audacity for my voice recording, Suno for music, and sort of a free, it's coming up on screen any minute now, this GNU image manipulation program, which is a equivalent of Photoshop, which I use for image editing. So I do all my image editing through this sort of equivalent of Photoshop. It's called GIMP, GNU Image Manipulation Program, and it's absolutely free. What could be better when you could spend hundreds and hundreds of pounds on Adobe Photoshop, and GIMP does everything. It does everything that Photoshop does, and it's completely free. So much more of a winner with that program. And I create everything myself. I write all my own scripts. I write all the scripts. I've got a community now, because I've got the project Discord server now, which we're getting quite the community on. Let me take off the chat box, and I'll minimise I'll be tiny, but at least you'll be able to see the server. So this is the Discord server, the official Discord server of the project, and I'm obviously known as Maximus Volkov Caravan Leader on there, but we've got everything there. Darien Heralds is basically sort of an update. Is basically where I do all my updates announce new discussion channels, server suggestion boxes where people can make. Actually, I will like that one. Suggestions about the future of the server. Grand Council and Work in Progress are pretty much mods and work in progress. The gateway is where everyone arrives first of all when we get new members. Law of the Land is basically just, saying to people, behave, trouble will not be tolerated. We've got about 36 members. The welcome message is pretty much what you see here, with the flag of Ondar, 2 versions of the same video. How to get involved is pretty much self-explanatory. It's how to get involved with the project. General law covers the caravan and all that. And then you've got NPC characters. So these are bits of art that I've done. Duchess Marguerite, Duchess Isabeau, going upwards. Is that Minerva? Do I call that? Yeah, that's Minerva. Tara. I think that's Shy. Yeah. Grace. Vala. Octavia. Arabella. Orion. These are all characters that have been created by me. Although my friend Graham has, and obviously my friend Rosea has also created some characters. And then obviously people can. There's different types of characters as well. I've listed 20 different, but people can be whoever they want to be because it's a fantasy world. So, and then there's the factions that people can choose to represent in their characters. Then we've got character creation. Some people have already created their characters. Glossary is everything I keep together for everyone. That is a combination of toolbox, sort of photograph manipulation, removal of backgrounds, a lot of editing, and sort of taking sort of things like that. And obviously we've also got written scripts as well. Sorry, I'm not skirting around I'm just very. It's just been a long day. My braining doing what it wants at the moment. So those are some of the scripts I've written that are available. Obviously, some people have taken scripts and I do let people know when their scripts are written. The tavern is sort of like your general conversation, general chat. Messenger service, never really worked out what that's for, but we'll work it out. That's for people with performing arts talents and things. Oh yeah, this was to exchange links to content creators. And then sort of things about the caravan that people have shared and things. The caravan itself is sort of aimed at the caravan. Jeffy's workshop is where I need to expand on this because obviously I'm expanding my toolbox. So Tavern Poles is empty, but that's where I have poles. And then adventuring, if people want to do sort of in-server adventures, role play, that sort of thing. Like Dungeons and Dragons role play. They've got the different guilds that they can follow on from. History of the World is pretty much self-explanatory. It's got its own currency. This world has got its own currency, with its own symbols for the currency. That's how advanced I've made it. It's even got its own table of elements. Which some of them are real, some of them are fake. I obviously kept some real to keep them sort of believable, but you've got different elements with different properties. Obviously sodium becomes salt. Of course you're going to have salt in the world, and then of course we've got the deities which govern the world, and that's the document. Because it's too long a document, I have considered it, but it's the cost, and I'm not that academically inclined. That's the problem. I was never encouraged at school to. Then of course you've got the sort of geography of the world. So this is sort of the geography of the world. Yeah, it's having them. It's being able to afford to do it. That's the thing. Once I'm sort of able to afford to do it, and I've got the support in place, I intend to sort of investigate other ideas and concepts that can help me expand my skills and my talents, I guess, for want of a better word. I don't honestly. Well, I could. This in itself is a hobby. But if I could take on, I've done flags. Most of the major cities have flags. I think I could see myself creating. I've got a novel written in the first person, 118 pages of which is available to read on the Discord server. Obviously we've also got the Max Smite Guild, which is the full novel, Tale of Ilana, which is written. Then of course AOB live stream announcements, which is where I that's checking mental health, ASMR and its creators, and of course social media, which is where I also share. Yeah, there is that. I'm obviously trying to sort myself out first with things in life. At the moment, it's a bit. But never say never. Never say never, because I think creatively I could work with you know, I love being creative. I love being imaginative. I love being, you know, original, and I'm going to come out of that now. You know, I love. Well, you know, let's just say that there's a possibility that I'm going to bring myself back into the picture now, make myself big. I do. I mean, you know, it's taken me 5 years. It's taken me 5 years to reach 891 subscribers. You know, I've not been one of those channels that have, you know, shot up to 10,000 overnight. I've never considered myself to be one of those sorts of channels, because what I create very much comes from my heart and soul. You know, what I create is very unique. Some might even say niche, and I can accept that. I mean, you know, when I came up with the concept of Lord of War and Heartache, I never imagined it would. Okay, so when I did start in 2020, I imagined my channel would leap up to 1,000 within a week. I mean, it took me 2.5 years, 3 years tops to reach 500 subscribers, and 2 years later, after that, I'm at 891. But the thing is, I'm grateful to every single person who subscribes to this channel. I really am, because it's what keeps me going. It's what keeps me wanting to be creative, imaginative, original. It makes me want to keep the story going, and I can't do it on my own anymore. There's too many elements of this world that I've built that I can't do on my own anymore. You know, I need the participation, really, because I can't do it alone. You know, I can't bring characters to life on my own. I can do some. I can do voices where needed, but there are so many characters I'd like to bring to life that I can't, because, you know, I can't, you know, I used to collaborate a lot with content creators, and we kind of drifted, and, you know, I've lost contact. I did try to invite a couple of content creators back on board, but obviously life for them has moved on, and they're doing their own things now, and you know, they found their individual creative pathways. So, you know, I wish them well, and, you know, I wish them all the best in their endeavours. You know, I do what I do because I believe in it, and I have faith in what I create. You know, because it's, you know, there might be gaps between big uploads. There might be gaps between big uploads of chapters and all that, but honestly, what you get from me is original creative content that you'll find nowhere else on YouTube. And I'm not saying that to be sort of, because I can't think of anything else on YouTube that sits in such a big world. You know, it really is a world beyond mass. You know, I mean, we've got at the moment I've got a list of 46 locations, nearly 2,000 character. I've got over 7,000, a list of over 7,000 individual character names that can be used. They won't be all used, but you know, it gives me that list of character names that I can access. How many characters have I got now? Wise, I've got artwork for, here we go, I've got artwork for 15,034 potential characters. Some of them are characters, you know, like Maximus for example, and you know, other characters that are established, but yeah, 15,034 potential pieces of artwork for characters alone. And for scenics, for backdrops, internal and external backdrops, we've got a total of rising. We're into 5 figures. Okay, we're well over 20,000 images, and it's still going. For interior and exterior backdrops, I have 27,216 files across 95 folders. So, you know, you can imagine that's you can imagine how big the world is for it. And I would also love to create a board game for it. I really would love to create a tabletop game for it. Whether or not I actually ever do that, I don't know. I haven't decided, but I think it would be amazing to consider something like that as well, because there's so much lore, there's so much sort of character development around a lot of the established characters like Maximus, Lord Volkov, Gideon, Cleo and Trajan. Who else have we got that's established? Maximus is probably the most established character, followed by Cleo and Trajan. But I'd really love to create some, you know, ideas for different concepts and things, and maybe talk with some, you know, who knows what the future holds, but there's things I'd really love to do and create and work on, because it's my passion. It really is my passion, and I think it's been a passion project from the very start. It has been a passion project from the very start. I like to think so. I have good days and bad days, and I just have to keep myself grounded. I can't afford to get arrogant or pompous or obnoxious about anything. I honestly am grateful to everyone who subscribes to this channel. It really does mean huge, and who watches, and everyone who watches my videos, regardless of how long you watch for. Every watch means a lot to me, because I do create for those who share my passions. I don't. Yeah, I'm looking at the time. It's 11 o'clock, so I'm probably going to head off anyway. Looking at the clock, so I am going to sign off, and because I want to hit pay, and I will more than likely be live streaming on Monday night, if not Tuesday. At the moment, I don't live stream at the weekends. Saturdays and Sundays are my sort of. Oh, thank you. So yeah, what I'm going to do is I'm going to sign off, and I'm just looking at my other screen just to make sure. Yep, I'm not going to do an ending screen. I'm just going to sign off. So I will hopefully see you Monday night. Have a fantastic weekend, and